All right, guys, what is up? I am TheyComing, and welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds. I hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend so far. Your boy, yours truly, went down the Chattahoochee River yesterday with a bunch of friends. It was awesome. I got sunburn. I have a awkward sunburn on the back of my hand. I also have, hold on a second, let me see. I don't know if you can see this. The front of my shin is crazy sunburned. But I was wearing sunscreen the whole time. And what the heck is on my leg? What is that? I don't know. I was wearing sunscreen the entire time. I did reapply halfway through the trip to try to avoid a wild sunburn. But, you know, the sun was out in full force. We did have moments of cloud coverage, but you do know you can still get sunburned when there are clouds. So we went down the river. I want to say that the trip lasted like 2.5 to 3 hours. Then we went and got some barbecue at this awesome spot afterwards. It was great. And then we went afterwards. I think we're about a 2-hour break for us to go home if we needed to, shower, things like that. And then we met back up and we went and saw the Jackass movie. And it was a lot of nostalgia. One thing I wasn't really expecting about the Jackass film was how much of their old stunts they actually put into the movie. And I don't mean they like replicated the old stunts. I mean they quite literally played like footage of their show and their prior movies. I want to say there was at least 5 different bits that were like particularly stand out as like that's super dangerous or that's crazy, that had been done before, and they just showed it as sort of like an homage to what was. So that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't want to spoil the movie for anyone who actually wants to see it, but they say like right at the beginning of the film that it's going to be their very last movie. They're no longer going to be making these films. Hold on just a second. I want to make sure that I'm do not disturbed and everything is taken care of. I always forget to put on do not disturb before the stream starts. But it looks like we're okay. All right, here we go. So yeah, it was lots of fun. You know, you have to remember the first Jackass film came out in 2002. I was a middle schooler. I was a wee 8th grader. Or no, I think I was a freshman in high school when Jackass 1 came out. But the Jackass show had preceded, obviously. So I'd been watching them in middle school, and I just thought they were just insane. And so over the years, my friends and I, we made a point to go see the Jackass movies when they come out. And I don't know. Are they stupid? Yes. Are they fun? Absolutely. Are they for everyone? No. But they're certainly entertaining. DV says you're saving your money for Brand New Day. Oh, I'm definitely seeing that movie. 100% going to see Spider-Man. What's up, Mots? So yeah, man. Good stuff. On our 10 all 14, the CWL finally ended. We spun a war yesterday. We won the war. I went ahead and spun our next one so I can show you the war results here. I think a lot of people, myself included, just kind of waited to attack towards the very end, and I think some people missed out on their attacks. But I did get up in time to make sure I got my hits in before, I think it was like 1 o'clock when the war ended. And we ended up winning the war, 58-42. The only base that didn't get tripled, ironically, was near the very bottom of the war map. So it just would have required like 1 or 2 people to log in just to lock that up. But, you know, hey, they missed their ore. We won the war. It doesn't matter. So, I did want to go ahead while the iron is hot and quickly farm enough Dark Elixir to put my prince down because I'm sitting on 5 builder potions. So what I want to do is make sure that I get every single one of my heroes upgrading before I pop those 5 builder potions back to back. I'll probably start off with doing 4 so that the Royal Champion can finish later this evening. And then I will pop the 5th builder potion once I've reassigned that builder. I don't think that I'm going to immediately go for World Champion level 27. But I do want to start to plug away and make some meaningful progress on all of the heroes here. I think I was telling myself at the beginning of Town Hall 14 that I wanted to put at least 5 levels on all of these heroes so that when I arrive at Town Hall 15 early, which I'm going to do, it's not like I've got, you know, a full 15 levels of heroes to do on every single hero. I think that putting myself in at least like a halfway mark for my hero levels is going to make Town Hall 15 feel a little bit more comfortable and less of a, I don't know, less of an arduous stay. So yeah. What's up, Flowpie? How's it going? Welcome to the chat. And thank you for joining our little community, by the way. And Zuko Casson says, yo, what's up, Zukito? How's it going, brother? Elmo Clash is here. Is Brand New Day Tom Holland? Yes, it is. Mott says you were 3 in 2002. Oh my gosh. I'm really that old then. In 2002, I was 13, 14. I think I was 14. Yeah, 14. So, yeah, because in 2006, I would have been 18. So, yeah. 14. Oh, my gosh. It's nuts. Nuts. But anyways, let's go ahead and do what we said that we're going to do. I'm going to try to farm this dark as quickly as possible, and then we'll start the remainder of our legend set. We only need 96,000 dark, and there's a loot event going on right now, so everyone seems to be pretty loaded. We could even play with just sniping some collectors, even though they don't look full. There's more in here than you realize. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take that one, that one. I will dump all my dragons like this, with this and this, and just go for the collector and call it a day. All right, so we did take a decent 5,000. Let's go and rip these as quick as possible. I want to go ahead and get those builder potions going. I don't think that's enough, but there's a storage right there that we could go for. Where are the rest of the drills? There's a drill there, drill there. Okay, so we'll go drill, drill, and then we'll just pump and dump everything we got directly into this. We'll even drop a rage for that, just so we get onto his dark storage and take that. Decent amount of free dark. We don't really have to work too hard for. So another 5,000. Good stuff. And we'll keep doing that. 2,000 is not enough to hit for. Come on. If it gives me a loaded base, I will take it. But it doesn't look too loaded. Also, his drills are protected. That's loaded. Cool. Dark storage is up there. Okay, so what we really want to do is we want to go ahead and just fan out the dragons like this. And then I will end up dropping a Sui for the town hall loot, because that's all. This is all of his money right here. Every bit of his money is just chilling. How nice of you to do this. Cool. W, that's all the dark. That's all the loot. I guess we'll go to 50% just to say we did. 49. 50, we're out. Goodbye. Nice, 17,000 plus bonus. Yeah, we're going to be up at that, what's it, 96,000? Only a handful more hits here. Then we can turn our eyes to the Town Hall 18. Let's see. Do you happen to know how accurate the movies are to the comics for Spider-Man? I don't. What's up, Beanie Basher? Yes, no? I say yes, whatever you're talking about. All right, let's see. Drills that got stuff in them. It's got that right there. Another drill over there. Okay, so we'll make sure we hit every single drill that's available. And then I think we'll try to send directly at his Dark Elixir storage with everything we've got. All the gasoline. All right, we'll go in like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And we will blimp over the town hall section here. That's wise. Should be able to quickly. Good stuff. that's all the dark, I think we're good. We can go to 50% just to say we did. Cool. We got the 50 and all the dark's gone. We're out. Bye-bye. Cool. Quick and easy. I think we probably need just 2 more hits here. I will go ahead and fill this EC in case we find someone that's got like 30K. Definitely want to be able to attack that for all it's worth. It is, but let's see. By the way, do you have any idea what the new video is within Clash? It looks like they're just doing like a little trailer for the new season. I don't know that it's pointing to any kind of like major content release. I think it's probably just, you know, they're sort of advertising the new season with the new season pass. Looks like there's a couple skins, and it would appear they're both king skins. There's one like Poseidon looking king, and then there's the one like Zeus looking king, which is kind of interesting. 20,000. Okay, so this actually gets us well across the mark. We will attack this with everything that we have. Mind you, we have 1 hero. Let's see, do we just go like this? I think that's the play, right? So I will drop you here. Drop you here, here, here. No! I did it again. I popped it by accident. Oh, that's a rip. Do this. I'm gonna clone up here. We'll drop a freeze and a freeze. And we'll rage, because we've got a nice chunk of dragons that are moving towards Town Hall section. We're moving towards Town Hall section, right? Unfortunate, though. Let's make sure we get our drills. Dude, that sucks. Well, now we're just going to have to play with 1 freeze towards the very end of the attack here. See if our funnel is fast enough on this corner. I think it's probably going to run short. We don't want to use this freeze until we have to. Like right now. I'm trying to tap. That over there. Okay. Can we get the dark drill? That would be cool. He's going for it. He's a savage. He gets it. Nice. We'll take it. GG. All right. We got what we asked for. Let's go ahead, put the prince down. And then we're going to boost. I thought it was supposed to be 4 times, right? Because we have 44 hours on the champion. I don't want to lose any efficiency there. So we'll use 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now we can turn our eyes away from that account. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So, topic of the stream, primary topic of the stream, is to finish our legend set on our Tunnel 18. So we're going to do that. And yeah, actually, let's see what the prep day for this war is. See what our opponent looks like. Every time, swear to God, every single war we have, the opponent has a better top end of the map. Every single war. We are up to 6 Town Hall 15s now. We have 4 Town Hall 14s in the war. My 14's not in the war because I'm upgrading all my heroes at once. And then my 13 is in the war. We go down here. Also, I am going to go ahead and say, if you are a regular viewer and if you are someone that is in the clan that's also a viewer, I'm going to be cleaning the roster for... I think there's at least 2 accounts that are on the roster right now that have gone kind of inactive. One person in particular, I've been waiting to hear back from them. But after the stream today, I will be cleansing the roster. If you look at the activity level, pretty much everyone's logging in every day. Then we got this guy, Simon, who's war green, missed his war attacks in the last war. We've got Big Boy Dion, who is an 11. That's concerning me. 6 days of inactivity for Town Hall 11 means that you are just wasting time, bro. And then Susas here at 3 weeks. If you guys are going to be stepping away for a while, we expect you to go red, but also like tell us what's up. Because like we need to know if you're just like parking an account or if you are forgetting about the game. We want to have all active players in the clan. Everyone needs to be active. So yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and I guess I'll peep the Town Hall 13 first. There's nothing to do here. We have managed to max our heroes. And you might be asking, TC, why don't you go ahead and hit the button for Town Hall 14? The reason for that is because what I'm seeing here with my laboratory is there's not that many things left. And this is the account that I've actually decided to play the maxing game on all the way up as sort of an experiment. My Town Hall 14 right now was one Town Hall ahead of my Town Hall 13 when I came back to the game. I think it was a Town Hall 10 and a Town Hall 11. And now they're 13 and 14. The Town Hall 10, I've maxed up at every single Town Hall. And the way that I'm seeing this right now is like, it'll give me like a couple more weeks to just see how high I can feasibly push as a Town Hall 13, kind of push the limits for Town Hall 13 ranked push, and then actually finish my lab, because that's all that's left. All the structures, defenses are done. It's literally just Forge and Town Hall right now, which feels kind of nice, being able to relax on one account. So I'm thinking that I will play this laboratory to the end, surely because, man, that actually might put me farther than just a couple more weeks, won't it? Those are 5-day upgrades. Rest in peace. But yeah, I think I do want to go ahead and max this Town Hall up before I make the leap. Just as a true, you know, like test of, okay, what's the real difference when you get around to the middle of the game and you choose to max your Town Hall first? Keep in mind also, like, if I have 3 accounts that I'm warring on regularly, that I'm always, you know, doing ranked every single week, all that stuff, it feels kind of nice to like pump the brakes with one and kind of just like play the slow game for a minute, because then I don't have to stress so hard about all 3 accounts all the time, right? If I was like constantly rushing my Town Hall on both these bottom level accounts, there would always be something to do. There'd always be that feeling like, oh man, I have to get this done now. I have to get this done now. I have to make sure that I log in today so I don't waste time, that sort of thing. It feels kind of nice to kind of slow it down for just a minute and let this Town Hall mellow, give myself some more ranked experience, you know, fighting with a massive handicap, basically, fighting against a massive defensive handicap, and just seeing like what I can really do on a Town Hall 13. I think this week in ranked, I did really, really well. I missed once. The problem is that everyone is 3-starring us, right? Like the number of Town Hall 15s and 16s that we've seen, that we saw in our set on Wednesday. By the way, if you want to see this ranked set, this is a great set for both the 13 and the 14. Excellent stuff. That was my stream from this past Wednesday. You can find those VODs if you want to see what I was doing to accomplish that. Some really, really, really awesome attacks, really some nail biters, and good stuff. Let's go ahead and hop over to the Town Hall 18 and get on with our legend set. What was this again? Clan Cascade. Okay. All right, Town Hall 18 time. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we have a little bit less than half of our set to complete. Our battle log actually looks like okay. That 99 really hurts. It would have made this set look a lot better than it does. Thankfully, we have been holding some defenses. We actually held another 1-star overnight. This was absolutely abysmal. I will go ahead and show this replay from whatever this guy was smoking. I mean, clashing. I don't know what to make of this attack. Like, how is this guy in Legend 2 sort of thing? Like watch this. He spams Super Yetis up at 12. The Queen and the Duke together. He puts his warden with his queen. Question mark. Like, massive question mark for that. And then he... What is that? What? And then he brings his warden back only to get immediately one shot. Bro. This was I was embarrassed watching this. Like, that guy gave me 30 cups. And he could have given me less if he just let the attack play out. Mott says, how is he in Legends? I have no clue. I have no clue how this person is in Legends. That, to me, looked like a move for demotion. Like, there's no confidence at any point of watching that replay that guy was going to triple. Like, zero. Any tips on the Summer Jam? What is the Summer Jam? What's going on? When does Summer Jam start? Is it like Hammer Jam? All right. So anyways, let's go ahead and request RCC. Oh, this is the army that I did my war attacks with. I need to take the healers off because we're not using the queen charge anymore. We are instead on this, I believe, is what we had going. 10 plus 5. Was we going for 2 more loons and another baby dragon, probably? Yeah, so 9 plus 5. Okay. And then we're not using our rage or our recall anymore. We are instead going for triple quake. And I think another freeze, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Cool. And then we need to make sure that we take our giant arrow. We need to make sure that our Duke is on the backpack. And I believe this is the army. What's good? What's good, Joel Hansen? So what did I have for lunch? I had a great big turkey sandwich with tomatoes, cheese, a little bit of mayonnaise and mustard. Of course, I have an ice cold Coca-Cola to drink. You guys know me. Okay, we're loaded. Let's go ahead and jump into the first attack of the second half of our legend set. Again, the attack goes like this. We want to be looking for a queen giant arrow and backpack combination with 3 quakes across the core. Sometimes if you can't get a core quake combination, you can take just like an entire rage compartment, or the majority of a rage compartment can be a strong option. Something else to consider is that when you do this combination, there are moments where you may decide you want to fly the Duke at your queen or fly your Duke away from your queen. There's some very real considerations to make. One of those considerations is if you're going to fly the Duke at the queen and then the Duke is likely to encounter the monolith very, very soon, try flying the Duke away from the queen. Wherever your Duke lands, you want to make sure that he's not necessarily like in immediate danger of being killed by a monolith. Ideally, you want to be able to send the bulk of your dragons into things like the monolith. The Revenge Tower, however, is completely fine for the Dragon Duke to fly near. You do need to then be aware of how you revive him. You know, is it a good idea to revive him early versus late? Trying to revive the Duke around a monolith is one of the quickest way to lose a revive, right? He'll come back, the monolith will strike him 4 or 5 times, and then he's dead. So that's it. You say no RC charge? Yeah, no RC charge. You should eat more. You're getting thinner. I am not getting thinner, actually. I'm about the same. And I ate a lot of food yesterday and was outside all day in the sun, so. All right, let's go. There's the Skywagon. Let's do it. Interesting. He's okay, so we've seen this base before. Where's the middle point? I'm trying to spot it. I think it is the clan castle. God bless America. Well, Hidden Tesla got me. I'm gonna go in here now. Freeze once. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. Get ready for this. Throw that now. Wake you up. Put him once over here. Put him another time right there. Do this. Do this. We have another revive. We're going to go down. We need to get another revive now. I'm going to toss these baby dragons in the backside to maybe tank for this monolith, because that monolith is really ending my career. Be really good for the prince to get the mono. He gets it. Oh, baby dragon onto the air defense. Clutch. Okay, we got it. Was it sketchy? Absolutely. Did we 3-star? Yes. It's crazy. Crazy. Beef up, dude. Eat more protein. Bro, you don't understand. I had like an enormous amount of brisket yesterday when we went to the barbecue place after the river. Forget how many, but it was basically like, it was the brisket platters. So they gave me this massive plate of chopped brisket, and they gave me like a bun. So if I wanted to make a sandwich, I could. And it was so much brisket that like it would have made like 2.5 sandwiches. So what I did is I just got 1/2 of the bun and loaded as much of the brisket as I could on top, and then put sauce all over it and just pounded that. And then got the other half of the bun, loaded that up with as much as I could, put sauce on that, pounded that, and I still had like almost another sandwich of loose brisket left on the plate. Then I also got, what else I had? Oh, they gave us a massive bag of fries, which were piping hot. Fantastic French fries. And then they gave me a, what was it? Oh, it was a green tomato salad. But it was like green tomatoes, jalapenos, radishes, and I think like bell peppers that were like pickled. So good. It was supposed to be like a kimchi take on a green tomato salad. And it was spicy. It was spicy as hell. It was so good. Love to make some brisket. Just takes so much time. Yeah, it does. You really have to put aside a day. Brisket is beef, right? Yeah, brisket's beef. Great, you had fun yesterday. Yeah, man, it was a blast, dude. Oh man. So we show up at where we're gonna get into the river, right? And of course I think there was like 8 of us that all met up. And naturally, like when you go in a group, like some people park at the beginning, right? Because that's where you have to drop in. Like everyone goes to the beginning, takes all their stuff out of their car. Everyone blows up their tubes. We load our floating coolers, right? Because we have these things that are like a flotation device that holds a cooler, so you can load ice and like all your food and like beer and stuff. And then, what, cannot eat it due to religion? Can't eat beef. That sucks. Well, so anyways, we're like we're all showing up, and then the last one to show up was one of my oldest friends ever. And the first thing he says is, me and so-and-so broke up. And when I'm not doxing anybody. I'm not saying anybody's names. But they'd been dating for like 3 years. Like a long time. And if I'm being real, I thought it was, I thought the vibes were right. I thought she was great. So like when he told me that they broke up, I was like, oh my God, man, I'm so sorry. I was kind of like, ugh, damn. I don't know. It's really made me sad to hear that. Like really made me sad. Like you have to understand, like the friends that I keep in Atlanta are all friends I've known for like my entire life. Or like, not necessarily all of them, but like a solid portion of them I've known from when I was like in public schooling. Like everyone went to college in different places and then kind of like landed back in Atlanta and have found work in Atlanta. And so we see each other frequently. Like if I don't see them next weekend, I'll probably see them the weekend after that. And then the other part of that group of friends are folks that like we met in college that also decided to come live in Atlanta post-college. So yeah. When it comes to like meeting my group of friends, like if I were to like begin dating someone and I introduce you to my group of friends, like these are all people that like are my ride or die kind of folks, you know? And so, yeah. How about you, boss? Been dating or not? I have taken more recent interest in starting to date. DB says super chat. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the super chat, my guy. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Make sure I get this open so I can see. On my combined chat doesn't always pop up right away. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you. DB, appreciate the super chat. But no, I have not been dating, but I'm interested in dating again. It's been a while. It's been a minute since I've like actually tried to date. So Doc says, how you been, brother? Brother, I've been doing good. Thank you for being here, Doc. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you. 1 whole year of Twitch subscribing. Man, Doc is a real one. Thank you for the Twitch sub, my guy. Hope everything's going good. Dude, I saw your message about coming to join for someone's live stream because you're trying to get them affiliate or partnered or whatever it is. Let me know when they go live again. I saw the message, I think, too late. Joel says it's complicated. It's not complicated. I had a bad relationship that kind of like made me super gun shy about like wanting to date for a long time. That's what happened. It's not that complicated. She goes live at 4 p.m. your time today. Okay, so like basically when I end my stream, I'll be able to pop on over. Could you remind me of who this person is, like what their channel name is, so I can hit that? Sarcastic Nibba, what's up? How's it going, dude? Welcome to stream. Well, good night, bro. Have to watch a movie with my sister. Okay, see you later, DB. Say Aunt Kegger TTV. Aunt Kegger. Like a keg party. That's hilarious, actually. Okay. Let's do our second hit here. All right, where's the error? See, these can be kind of tricky, right? Like, he doesn't really concentrate a ton of value. I mean, I see value right here. Because the Gigabomb... And then I want to say we go around like that with our air army. Like we just attack right into his CC. Then where is the monolith at? I don't see his mono. It's up at the top. Okay, so we're not going to send the Duke to the top. We're going to go like this. Even if we don't immediately take the stuff, we've severely wounded all of it. Poison up now. Baby dragon here. I'm going to send all of this here. And get ready to use our tome now. It's a good time for the tome. Really wish that all right, keep pushing, ladies. Okay. Make sure we get it down. Should sure us up a little bit. Cool. We are going to be able to round the corner. He's going to die there. Okay. I'm going to do this. See if we can push ourselves directly into the town hall section here. And we're also going to revive at the same time. I'm going to freeze too, just to make sure that we move. Okay. Totem you here. Go ahead and use that now. Okay. We should be fine, though. We still have a freeze, and we still have a totem, or we still have a revive. So that should get it done. Yep, GG's. Nice. Swag a few spells. So yeah, you can't on that base. You can't really take core value. You need to be able to like severely bruise one of the corners, like basically eliminate a corner and then get some good rotation. And as long as that revenge tower went down the way it did, which we smartly totemed once to make sure that it did go down, we ended up not being in like an awkward spot. We also wanted to make sure that we forced our minion prince to get the town hall takedown instead of trying to sort of brute force our way through the monolith section. I think arriving afterwards was the play. And of course, knowing that the monolith was still up, reserving the freeze spell and one more revive for that section, just to ensure that we weren't going to get, you know, tapped out by his monolith towards the very end. What's up, Night YouTube? How's everything? It's going good. On Kegger, she says she's a Unite and ARC streamer. Okay. Nice. Oh, Arc Raiders. Okay. Let's get the next CC. Got 12 more to do. So yeah, I don't know. I've been what really the last 6 months of my life, I've been enjoying music composition a lot. I've been writing, like arranging, you know, music that's already out there, like popular music, older music, arranging it for handbells. And my most recent project is somewhat of an original work, and it's taking me longer, but I'm enjoying it like a lot. just being able to like put something onto paper and then feeling confident that like when I give it to a group of people that it's like, okay, there's a message here. There's a, this is a blueprint for for art, That's what composers are really doing. They're putting down like a blueprint for other musicians to create art from, something that looks black and white, which is really interesting to me. All right, let's go. Next up. Okay. I think we can get his monolith and his clan castle. I'm looking for his huts. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, and they're going this way, so we're going to play this way. If he pops that rage tower for me, I would really love it. Will we pop the rage tower? Tome now. Keep the queen up, by the way. That's kind of cool. I'm going to use that now. That was a really, really good one there. I'm doing this to drive everything north. We're going to poison him too. It's looking very strong. This base is doggy doo-doo. We're going to revive the Duke now. Warden goes down, but this is looking strong, I think. Yeah, we get that. His prince should go down soon as well. Dude, the giant just died, by the way. Like, just died. And look at the ice golem. The CC ice golem coming in clutch. I'm going to do that. And then we will, in just a moment, end up using our freeze. Like that, and it's GG's. Good stuff. Wow, so we have been blessed. Uh-oh, wait a minute. How much longer is in this war? We need to spin some of this, otherwise we're about to overcap. Hold on. Okay, so I've always been doing one level on my stick horse when I'm about to overcap. So there's that. All right. Let's go again. Someone donated. Thank you so much. All right. I mean, like, do we send the Duke like this and the Queen like arrow through that compartment kind of at an angle? Is that going to get it for us? Or do we need to go for this over here? Actually, I like this better. Okay. Okay, we got his revenge. Okay, I'm going to totem once here because we're on to another air defense. Okay, we're moving towards it. Totem once. Cool. And we're split, like very split, which is certainly interesting. We're going to get ready to... Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Throw it now. We still have the revive. Let's pick him up. I'm waiting here. I'm going to freeze now. And freeze again. And that's clean. GG. Nice. With a minute left, too. Good stuff. The split, honestly, was not that bad. And I think the one Dragon Rider breaking to pre-trigger the Rage section ended up being so clutch. Because that meant that everything was just going to sort of collapse on it at the very end. Nice attack. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Also, being able to Quake out for the Revenge Tower in the core, and I think we also got a scatter shot for that. Ended up being plenty good value. Duke on his solo mission did Lord's work, which is great. All right, let's go. 10 more. What's this? There's this clan castle. Okay, ideally, I think we want to fly the Duke away from the Queen for this. Do we do that? But I definitely want to get Revenge and CC. Yeah. Okay. She's going to die early, but, you know. I'm going to put a baby dragon right here. And then we're going to try to go this way with our dragons. Get you, totem you. Wake up, Duke. Put him once. Nice, got a ton of air traps with balloons over his core. We've got this to use. I'm going to use it now. Okay. Still moving. I'm holding my freeze for this mono. I'm also trying to hold on to the ability here. Throw now. Freeze. Freeze again. We're looking fine though. Yeah, we just have too much. We could bring back our queen if we really wanted to here. Okay, we'll bring her back just for time. Just make sure to go ahead and finish it off. Good stuff. Nice. So when you finish this battle, go back to the base where there's a little dragon icon on the bottom left. It's new, and it shows a little trailer for the Summer Jam. When I click Click after the game trailer. My game bugs out and I want to know, is it just me or... No, it plays for me.
Statistically speaking, the return journey should now be entirely uneventful.
You do not leave this place so easily.
This defies all odds! Ah, yes. A predictable correction.
So goofy.
Now, find your way home through realms of gold, of elixir and dark elixir.
Summer Jam Barbarian Odyssey. Cool. So that's what it is. Quest up. Yeah, I don't know. This looks really cool. Like it.
Speaking, the return journey should now be entirely uneventful.
You do not leave this.
It makes me wonder, like where were they going? Like, what were they doing? Like, they were nowhere near the home village.
Correction.
It's definitely a nod to the next season. But you always wonder, like when you watch those sort of those little teaser trailers, it always makes you wonder, like, are they teasing a troop? Are they teasing, like, they're probably teasing skins, right? Like, it's got to be like the Barbarian King skin for both of those things. That, I mean, they clearly look like the Barbarian King. I don't think it looks like the Minion Prince. But then again, Barbarian King is a ground troop, and those guys were flying around in the sky. Maybe a Zeus hero? Oh, that would not make any sense to me whatsoever. That would be so not Supercell universe. Also, have you claimed your free Barb skin? Yes, I did. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget. I guess so. If anyone's unclear about what I'm talking about, if you go to this part in global chat and you hit that little green arrow, you get a free king skin. So you should do that on all of your accounts immediately. You've got to claim the skin because it's going away. It's only available during like the 5 days after, since they made the post. All right, let's keep it moving. 9 more. I like the idea of taking his clan castle, 2 air defenses, and 2 sweepers. Okay. They're moving that way. I'm going to send up here like this. Okay, he dies right there. Tome now. All right, we're going to rotate around this corner here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get ready to poison him and totem him. He's logging my guy back, isn't he? No, he's not. Okay. 3s right here. Wake you up again. Okay. I think we're all right. It's just it's gonna end up getting pretty thin. Yeah, the Duke's too healthy. Nice, and that goes down. That goes down. Yeah, we're good. The archer's down there. Totem here. It's GG. 4x. Good stuff. Want to rate my base? No thanks, man. But I hope you enjoy the stream. Let's see. Do you have a group that I can join? You get event passes every month. Me? I buy season passes for all 3 of my accounts, and then if there are equipment-based events, I buy the equipment passes, like the equipment event passes. If it doesn't have equipment in it, I oftentimes opt not to go for something that's just gonna get me. Oh, like you get some weird decoration. Let's see. Do you have a group that I can join? Yeah, man. Join the community right here. TheyComing YT/TTV. Find us. This is what we are. If you want to connect, that's where you can find me. Spiddly da. You've already joined. I'm Frodo. Okay. Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Blobber says, "Ayo, what's up, Blobber? Welcome back to the stream." All right, let's see. I'll do one more attack and probably take a quick leak. As long as we get troops in timely fashion. Nice, we do. Bronx is online. OP Bronx. Let's get it done. Next up. Okay, his clan castle, 2 sweepers, and his lava launcher are in the center. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually hit the lava launcher, though. We definitely want to fly the Duke away from the Queen on this one. We don't want to fly him south to north and him run directly into the monolith. Okay, we're going to go like this with our Queen. Good stuff. Definitely a bit of a W there. Go ahead and send here. Dude, Duke is doing God's work right now. He pre-triggered a lot. I'm gonna poison too, right here. Tome as well, because we're fighting the Queen. Wake Duke back up. I could have done that sooner too, in hindsight. Man, his Queen is giving me problems. I'm gonna freeze here, because we're gonna do this here like this. Don't like that. I can't see where this prince is. Do this. Throw this. The Queen is still up though. She's been doing really good clean work for us around the sides. We have one more revive. We have another totem. We have another freeze. Okay, so the Queen has to die here. Okay. If all he does is kills those air skellies, I think that's what we're supposed to ask for here. Let's see. Can we sneak? Okay, he goes down first. Goes down second. We revive. We freeze. Oh, this is going to get close. He's not going to get there, is he? Crap. Ah. No. That sucks. If you want to check out at some point and tell me where I can start up, no, thank you, man. No, thank you. This is not a base review stream. But very Rush 16. Yeah, I don't want to look at that, but thank you. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see. We're just over an hour in. It's time for me to take a brief 120-second bathroom break. If you're new to the channel, and this is your first time watching, do know that when I put up this 2-minute timer, it is in fact a 2-minute timer, and when it counts at 0, we do resume. I don't make you wait any longer than 2 minutes. So I would encourage you to take a lap around your house, get something to eat or drink, or you can use the bathroom like I'm about to do, but don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Before you ask, yes, I washed my hands. Feeling fresh, feeling fine. We're ready to go for the last handful of attacks that we have for Town Hall 18 in Legend 2. This set this week has been far more consistent, I've found, than the set I had last week, but we'll see how that all shakes out at the end. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Let me see. Did anyone see the request? No, I'm the only one online. Okay, so we will fill our CC ourselves for this one. All right, let's go. 7 more. Attack number 1. All right, so what do we get? We get... Can we do, like... I think I see what I want here. Okay. Okay, we got the clan castle out. He's moving that way. Send a baby dragon right there. Pump, dump right here. Go ahead and tome up. It's going to die on an air defense, which is alright. His loggers right there. We're going to go ahead and poison and do that and wake him up. Can we turn him around real quick? Be nice. I'm throwing this here. I'm going to freeze there too. And go ahead and do this here. It's going to send us to the air defense on the outside first. Still have the one revive left. Looks like we've taken this nicely piece by piece. An air targeting defense on the back there. We'll take that. Okay. We'll get ready to revive the Duke for the second time, which it looks like we're about to do. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's nice. Should be good. We'll do this here. Okay, he's on that. Don't even need the revive. GG. So it's really tough to be in Legend 1, says Subam. Yeah, it is. It's a tough life. It feels like a rat race from what I understand. Like you're fighting against the best attackers in the game. And if you're not following the meta constantly, if you're not always, one big thing, you have to change your base a lot. You have to basically constantly build new bases, or you have to have like a subscription service from someone who's going to give you a base that's meant to trip high-level players up. It's just interesting though, because bases that are built to be really strong against like Duke charges are weak to something else. Bases that are built to be good against Super Bowlers are weak to something else. So if a big wave hits the community where, oh man, Super Bowlers are the most OP thing with the torch, well, the second people start building against it, it opens the door for strategies that previously were doing really well to actually do a little better than they were, you know? So it's fun, but you know, Legend 1 definitely seems to be like, once you're in it, it's kind of a rat race. Like you're trying desperately to go positive for the day, and you're fighting against, you know, a pool of people that are all, you know, reasonably like good, like actually good, which is cool. I'm not the only person online. We'll give it another moment. I am the only person online. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and fill. All right, let's go. We did not hit this earlier, did we? Okay, I want to fly the Duke away from the Queen. And I want to throw the arrow through this rage compartment here. And I want to drag. I think behind the Queen. This could be an awful idea, but. Just take that. Take that value for what it is. All right, Duke is up there. Put him once. We go in here to get on top of this. I'm going to freeze once here just because if I can get him to die on the air defense, this attack is looking a lot better. Yeah. Cool. And then we'll do this. And this and this and this and this and this and this. And then we'll rotate this way behind the other sweeper and head into his monolith. Okay, poison up. Get ready here. Tome now. Nice. We got the one Dragon Rider onto the air bombs, which is good. The Duke can then sweep in back here to target that spitter. If we play patiently here. I'm going to toss that here. Nice. We found his NATO on the outside of the base. And nothing is firing on me. Which is really cool. And now we're going to wake up the Duke first time. Let's get ready to do this here. Okay, he dies the first time. All right, still moving. Okay, he throws that. We wake up. We're gonna freeze here. Do everything that we possibly can to work our way in. Because we're coming down to time, boys. Okay. Come on, come on. That one baby dragon on the outside is actually clutching. Nice. Okay. Got a little sketchy, but we did right with our timing. We got our dragons down before 60 seconds had actually expired. So we had, I think, if I remember correctly, 2 minutes and 8 when we put the dragons down. And we ended up, you know, getting by with only a handful of seconds left. What is the next month calendar? Huh? I haven't seen it yet. Wait, have they shown it to us yet? I have no idea. Too much for me, at least. I want to see you in Legends 1, says Subam. Yeah, man. The game's rough in general. It's just, like, the modifiers really, really turn up the heat. Big time. All right, we got 5 more. And so far, what I can comfortably say is that we're in a much better position to hold our rank this week than we were last week. Down here, so we have 5 more attacks. 5 more attacks. We could, you know, if we did play our cards 100% perfect, we could put up another 200 points, right? Which doesn't quite get us up to number 3. So you know, it feels like to me, if I get back on this giant arrow backpack train, and I learn how to refine this army and the execution just a little bit, it would seem to me that I could promote to Legend 1 with this army. But I have to get a little bit better at scouting. I've even during this set, because mind you, we did 3 solid weeks of Monolith Arrow, and we had varying degrees of success. Overall, it didn't feel as consistent, didn't feel as easy to pull off. But if I learn to get this attack back into shape, I think I could potentially promote to Legend 1. You have to also consider that my base is constantly getting a little bit stronger. So like all the supercharges that I'm doing, all the extra levels on traps that I'm doing, it is going to help me defend, you know, attackers where their execution isn't on point as much. You know, you decrease the opponent's margin for error as you continuously push like little bits of DPS out of your supercharges. All right, I think I'm still the only one online. I will fill, and let's go. It's an interesting layout. So Giant Arrow could get his CC. Okay, we're going to fly Duke to Queen and then Arrow through the camp. Okay. Doesn't matter that his lava launcher's up. Did not mean to put that archer down. All right. Wind tome now. Do this. End up skipping. I'm going to poison him. Do this and totem. Throw this now because he's on the monolith. We're going to have to backtrack for that compartment at the bottom, which we are now. Let's freeze you. Totem you. And I'm going to freeze you here. Come on, get the revenge. Get the revenge. We do. Cool. Okay, we're going to wake the Duke up in just a moment, but I kind of want to play this a little closer. Because we do have some defense targeting troops up there that can go up there and provide some tanking. In which case, we'll revive and then use a totem. We'll go like this here, like this. He's targeted. Do this here. And we're good. It's wrecked. So just a little patience to make sure that we be able to keep as many troops alive as possible. To be able to keep that, or basically utilize the tanking of the Dragon Duke and that last final totem to secure that section. I had my eye on that section that we overgrowthed, kind of trying to play it because I saw what little was left up top. I didn't want to commit all the spells down bottom and then, somehow fade out when we finally made it back to the top. So not overcommitting to the overgrowth compartment after it came back. You do a Fireball Rocket Loon attack on your Town Hall 14. I want to learn. Bishek, I've got a lot of Town Hall 14 Fireball Rocket Loon content that's out there. I think that Fireball Rocket Loons is ridiculously strong at Town Hall 13 in a 13v13 scenario. I think as you start to hit higher, right? Like if you're Town Hall 13, you're pushing ranked, and you're required to hit Town Hall 14s and Town Hall 15s, the interactions with your balloons start to change to where instead of being able to commit 2 rocket loons to take a defense, maybe it takes 3. Which, when you think about it, that's 24 housing space that goes in, gets one thing, and maybe gets a slight bit of incidental damage onto a trash building. So I don't really recommend Fireball Rocket Loons if you're pushing ranked, because Fireball Super Witches, it ends up being a far more stable, secure, straightforward strategy. Would you say Fireball Super Witches or Fireball Super Balloon is stronger at Town Hall 14? I think Fireball Super Witches is stronger at Town Hall 14. Like, you're not putting all of your eggs into one basket, being your Warden has to stay alive at all costs, and if he goes down, the attack falls flat. The beauty about Fireball Super Witches is once you put your Warden down, you get your Fireball off. You then drop the witches beside the Warden, and the Warden starts following them. And then the healers start bouncing around between the Super Witches, the Warden, the big boys. And then guess what? You got another DPSer to stick in behind all that, which is the Archer Queen. So I feel like I think the reason why Fireball Witches is stronger is because you share the synergy of the healers with basically all of your army housing. Does that make sense? Whereas in Fireball Rocket Loons, you're investing tons and tons of spells on your Warden. Maybe you have a handful for your backside Sui, but like your Warden, everything hinges on your Warden not getting baited. Like Black Mind's taking out his healers. a rage tower going off, and if you're a town hall 13 facing a town hall 15, 2 rage scatter shots nearly one shot your warden. Like, it's very real difference in like damage thresholds and, you know, what you have to really worry about. And super witches are just so much more stable. Like, the big boys have a ton of HP and damage. The super witches themselves have a ton of HP and damage. Like, you get shared synergy with the healers that otherwise are just glued to your warden the whole time. And if the warden fails at any moment, the attack falls flat. The other thing is that Fireball Super Witches, the rage gem from the warden begins to amplify everything that you merge him in with. So those super witches and big boys that have really good DPS, they have even better DPS now. And you play your cards right, all of them stay alive to the end of the raid. The Rocket Loons hit 1 or 2 defenses and end up going down. Like, that's just how they function, right? Again, only 1 online. I'm going to gem. 4. All right. We can't really go for his clan castle here, unfortunately. Because, like, what I would want to do is go clan castle, revenge. Okay. All right, Queen's going that side. I think what we want to do is we want to go in like this. Okay. That overgrowth was a little scuffed. Where's my Duke? Get him up now. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not good. I can't use this. I can't use these spells yet. I have to let this ride. Can we get in there? We fall flat. Crap. Yeah, it's not enough. And then, of course, he gets murdered by the Revenge Tower. Dang, dude. Well, we got the 2. All right. I'll check the chat. There's 1 person online. We'll put the request out, and we'll see if we can get them. If not, After a minute or so, we'll go ahead and hit. How many do we have left? We have 3 attacks left. Battle log is looking like this. Today's been really solid so far. I mean, I gotta say, we failed twice so far. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, 30 seconds and we'll go. Say you're bored of using super witches. Then give Fireball Rocket Loons a try. Fireball, okay, so I would say the difference between Fireball Rocket Loons and Fireball Super Witches is in a Fireball Rocket Loon attack, you have to get the best possible fireball on the base, period. In Super Witch attacks, you don't have to do that. You can go for more of a funnel fireball where you get like a Scatter Expo and an Inferno. Maybe you don't get the Eagle. Maybe you don't get the CC as well. On a Fireball Rocket Loon hit, oftentimes you're wanting to get like Eagle, CC, multiple Infernos, Expos, Scatter. Your Fireball Rocket Loons, it's much more critical to get the most out of your Fireball. So all those spells that maybe you were going to be using for the later half of the attack for the Super Witches, instead you have additional invis spells so that you can get the deepest, most prime fireball to the core. That's usually the strongest fireball in Fireball Rocket Loons. A cored fireball. You have to think about what it does. It basically makes a thin strip of defenses around where you hollow out. So as the Warden encounters that stuff, he's not going to be overwhelmed. He can just like slowly plug away and keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. It's the second that he encounters, 3 defenses wide directly in front of him, that's when you need to start worrying. That's where you have to, put down a rage for him, freeze something, invis him, right? But I'd say the primary difference between Fireball Rocket Loons and Fireball Super Witches is the fireball that you throw has to be deep on a Fireball Rocket Loon hit. You got to get high value stuff. You must take high value stuff. Just better Life Gem or Healing Tome. I think Healing Tome is probably better. What are you using? I mean, Life Gem, it ends up being kind of useful or pretty useful at high town halls because of like thrower strategies. But they're really 2 different use cases, man. You're talking about an active ability and a passive ability. It's basically Rocket Balloons has a much larger margin for error. Yes. Yeah, it has. You're really flirting with disaster more and more, and you cannot take your eyes off of the Warden. If you put the Warden down and you're trying to do other things, you have to be confident that if you take your eyes off the Warden for more than a few seconds, he's going to be okay. If you're not good at multitasking or, staying zoomed out so that you can see whatever's going on with your Sui King and Queen while the Warden is still on the opposite end of the base doing whatever he's doing, you may not be able to handle it. Like it's one of those attacks where a lot should be happening all at once, or not necessarily all at once, but things are going to be playing out on in different corners of the base throughout the hit. Man, I got sunburn, dude. I got sunburn. I don't know if you can see my hand. It's kind of pink on top here. It looks a lot more red, not on my camera. But I think that's where I accidentally rubbed my sunscreen off. And then, man, the tops of my legs, like my shins, are just red from sunburn. All right, let's keep it going. We got 3 more. See if we can close strong. All right, so he's got these 2 compartments on either side. I think it's strong to fly the Duke from 9 to 6. 9-3 rather. Try to fire the arrow through that compartment in front of the defending BK. I think. It was a little too slow. Didn't get the scatter out. Put you there. Nice. Duke dies in a really good spot. Okay. See what happens with you. Poison you. Totem you. Get you up. I'm going to do that now. Seems like a good idea. Totem once here. Ah, no. He's going to see the defending Duke, won't he? Not what I need to happen. Can I get the air defense down? Is it possible? Okay, I'm going to hit this just because I don't like what's going on with that revenge. Wake him up now. Fight him again. I'm going to go for the spitter now. Take it out, please. Oh my god! We need the air defense gone. Like, please go. Please get out of there, air defense. Okay. Okay. Wow. Sure. That got ridiculously close. Oh! Booger. Thank you, Booger. Oh my gosh. How is the heat in my city? It was really warm yesterday, but then the evening time cooled down. You know, it's weird. Like, people are talking about how there's this wild heat wave that's in Europe. Like, I have my friend and his wife are in France right now, and they're saying it's like 100 degrees plus. You have to understand, like, that's like Georgia weather, where I'm from, on a normal summer. Except we have humidity. You guys in France, in Europe, you don't have a ton of humidity. In Georgia, there's humidity. So not only is it hot, but it's like the humidity makes it feel even more heavy and oppressive. The heat was crazy here, yeah, but the difference in humidity makes it killing. Yeah, it totally does. So anyways, like, I'm hearing about the heat wave that's hitting France, and all I can think is, like, when I was in Europe, and I would, like, I did a study abroad program where we went to, like, Ireland, England, and Germany, and that was like a 2-month trip. And then when post-college, when I started working, I was an English as a foreign language teacher in Istanbul, Turkey. On both of those trips, there was air conditioning nowhere. So, like, when we got over there, like, sure, like, we're from the South, like, we're used to, like, oppressive heat, but you know what we also have that's, like, amazing? Killer air conditioning. Just amazing air. Like, you can't go anywhere in Georgia without people having AC. But in Europe, there was no AC. In Turkey, no AC. Like, ever. So, like, living there for 3 years, your body just sort of gets used to it. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, especially in Istanbul, like, they would get kind of warm there for sure. But, like, everyone opens their windows And you get used to hearing, you know, the mosques and the call to worship that happens throughout the day. You kind of like wake up for it and then doze again. Like I didn't necessarily die when I was over there. Like I'm already like someone that's pretty used to and built for like hot weather. So as long as you give me a nice little breeze, like I can live when it's hot. AC's keeping you cool in your house, otherwise you won't be wearing those headphones. Yeah, exactly. It's like we have solid AC. I'm not sure what the temperature is outside today. I haven't even checked. I don't think it's that hot though. Hold on. Weather, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, it's 93. It actually is on the warmer side. 93 Fahrenheit, 34 C. Yeah, it's 34 degrees Celsius right now. But I wouldn't even call this like that hot. Let's see. Weather in Paris, France. Let's go. I mean, it's nighttime. So hold on. Let's see. See Monday. High of 27, so that's high of, that's not okay. So maybe the heat wave is ending over there right now. But yeah, we have warm weather today. It was it was hot yesterday, but like it's been unseasonably cool in Georgia so far this summer. Like June has not been a scorcher, and it really tends to be living in Georgia. I'm from the Netherlands, but here the hot days are over now. Yesterday was the last crazy date. Nice. Bet you're happy about that. So yeah. All right. We get, what's it, 2 more? We got 2 more hits. Let's check. There's 3 people online. I'm going to request. I bet you I can get troops this time. All right. And so far, we're rank number 20. I think this places us safely in the maintenance zone. We should be able to maintain our rank, which feels good. All right, so here we go. There's a CC. Ooh, this is an interesting arrow. CC air bombs. And I think we fly into his monolith and go counterclockwise with the dragons. I think that's the plan. Yeah. Cool. We like those. Alright, so we'll actually send the queen up to go towards that other air defense. I shouldn't have put that baby dragon down. He's really messing with the Duke's vibe. Like big time. We'll start a couple early dragons here. And then we'll send the bulk of our dragons as soon as we get the air defense down. Okay. Go. Queen's up. Queen's chilling. Tome now. Nice, we're onto his revenge. And the mono's dealt with, which is good. Should get a pre-trigger on the rage. Nice. I'm gonna overgrowth now. So it's not that we were gonna path into that immediately, but we got the rage spell out. And what that really allows me to do is not have the rage spell active when we arrive back. I'm going to poison him. Totem. Can we get the sweeper? Okay, we do. We get 1. Cool. I'm going to get ready to freeze now. See if we can get that stuff onto that sweeper. Freeze again. Nice archers. Good stuff. That was an easier base to kind of just see the way forward on. Duke died in an optimal spot. Queen didn't die. She was just Bay, right? She just circled up and was totally Bay for the entire raid. All right, and we get our last hit. So guys, we've done a lot better with this strategy over the Monolith Arrow Charge. What we have, and let's be totally fair, we have not yet used the Heroic Torch. We don't have the torch yet, and we don't have it leveled. Okay. If we throw an arrow through, we could get Sweeper, CC, Roaster. Oh man, this is nutty value, right? We may not get that Sweeper though. We are going to fly the Duke at the Queen for this. That was a gorgeous value. Like, legit. We can't send our dragons over there. I think what we're going to do is let Duke die first. And then send the dragons over the Duke's location. Okay, dragons now. And tome. I'm gonna freeze. Poison totem, revive. I'm gonna overgrowth that. So at least we know that the Duke is gonna be able to handle his logger. Cool. We need to save the freeze, I think. That's good. We'll do that. Okay. I think this is clean, though. Cool. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, man. That's rough. Send here. Oh, come on. We need that. We need the multi-wizard, multi-archer tower to go down. It does. And that's the 3. Nice. Okay. Got a little bit more sketchy than I would have liked. I do think that we played our Duke reasonably well at the end of the attack with the 2 different revives. I do think we got a desirable minion prince ability as well in the last minute, which was good. And that puts us at rank number 10. So we're still definitely not deserving of the promotion zone, but you can see just how close we can get. The earthquakes were really good. Yeah, you're right. On that attack, our earthquake combination connected in a very big way, removing the CC, several crucial defenses that were cored. And honestly, part of what the earthquake combination got me wasn't only removing a big chunk of defenses, it created really good pathing. Like when you watch what we hollowed out and then what the dragons all did together, we did get some that split to go deal with the logger, but you know, we kind of want that. You don't necessarily want all your troops running into the logger at once. It can be helpful to kind of have them divide and conquer a little bit. But look, this hole that we created means that all this stuff is going to go like this. And we don't want to be in the middle of that and that. We want to attack one of these at a time. Ended up being really solid. Yeah, got a good counterclockwise rotation. Duke revive was amazing, I think. Guaranteed the town hall. Good Prince revive. So when your Revenge Tower came back up, it was already slowed. Good stuff. DB says, well, the movie is over. Was it like Netflix and chill? What did you, that was a quick movie. What are you doing? Wait, weren't you supposed to be watching a movie with your sister? It's definitely not Netflix and chill. That's a little yikers. What movie were you watching? By the way, what was that movie? You guys were telling me about a movie that I was supposed to watch, and it was like, it's an action film, and there was like a part 2 that they released. And I think it was the movie like from Iran, or was it like, where was the movie from? It was somewhere in Asia, and it was an action movie, and there's like this protagonist that's just a badass. Like he fights people. He's like the John Wick of Asia. Does anyone know the movie that I'm talking about? Because someone was telling me that I should watch it, and I've forgotten the name of the movie. I'm going to ask Google if it knows what I'm talking about. Who is the John Wick of Asia? That's what it is. Durandar. Hold on. Durandar. Someone was telling me that I have to watch these movies. Spy action thriller film. Indian Hindi language spy action thriller. Let's see, plot. So it says, on December 30th, 1999. Wow. Why 99? Minister of External Affairs, Director of the Intelligence Bureau, negotiate with terrorists so-and-so to release 3 terrorists to pay a $10 million ransom in exchange for the lives of airline passengers held captive. Okay, so this is an interesting premise for a film. Though Special Secretary rejects Sanyal's proposal to infiltrate the terrorist networks, Kapoor later authorizes Sanyal's covert operation Durandar following the 2001 Indian Parliament attack. Okay. Wow, there's like real plot here. DB says it's awesome. I have also not watched this. Noticed any movies are kind of bro. I don't think that anything is particularly boring. If it's good action, it's good action. If it's good action, it's good action. Like, I'm going to watch it. I need to find out where I can see it. Hold on. Because it's definitely, this one's not in theaters because there's like a part 2 or something, right? Apparently I can watch it on Netflix, but I don't have Netflix. Where to watch? You need to watch both parts to understand it fully. Well, I would assume if I saw part 1 that I'd be doing fine, and then I could, if part 1 gets my attention, I'd go, and it looks like Durandar the Revenge is part 2. So there's Durandar, and then there's Durandar the Revenge. Like, if I wanted to just like pay to rent it? Like, would they let me rent it somewhere? Rent? Is it possible? Wait a minute. It's not on YouTube. The first movie is 3.5 hours? The second movie is 4 hours? Are you kidding me? Like, what are they making? Like, The Lord of the Rings? But Spy Thriller Edition? What is going on? It's 3.5 hours. You're not kidding. It actually says 3 hours and 34 minutes. Bro, that 4 hours in a theater feels like half a day. Oh my gosh. That's insane to me. And then Durandar Revenge. Is it actually 4 hours long? You're kidding. There's no way it's 4 hours. It is 4 hours. 4 hours! Abhishek, that is why I never watched it. Oh man. Like, is this better to watch as like okay, hold on. This is my idea here. What if they like did some editing magic and decided to be like, okay, we're going to turn this into a mini series so that people can stomach a 4-hour story. Like, you know how sometimes like the Netflix or the different streaming services, they'll do a mini series. It's not like a TV show, which is like 9 to 10 episodes, but it's like 3 or 4 parts. I could see them taking a story like Durandar that's 4 hours long and just doing 1-hour cuts. That's insane, though, a 4-hour movie. I can't say that I've ever sat down to watch a 4-hour movie before. Like, I think the longest movie that I saw was like The Lord of the Rings, like Return of the King, which ended up being crazy long. Let's see. Lord of the Rings movie runtime. Okay, so the theatrical editions of Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King, respectively. Fellowship of the Ring was 2 hours, 58 minutes. Two Towers was 2 hours, 59 minutes. And Return of the King was 3 hours and 21 minutes. I think Return of the King, the theatrical version, was the longest movie that I'd ever seen. And then you better believe, years later, when they released the extended director's cut, which is this big multi-DVD set, right? I'm getting attacked. Let's see it. So you got Super Bowlers. See if he does it right. But then the extended editions for every single movie add at least 45 minutes to an hour to the runtime for each film. So Fellowship is 3 hours 48, Two Towers is 3 hours 55, and Return of the King is 4 hours 23. I think that is the longest movie that I've ever seen. Like, singular film. Return of the King edition. The Return of the King extended edition. But when those movies came out, they were like, they're groundbreaking. They're incredible. This is an interesting setup here, because I don't think he's really getting done everything that he truly wants to get done with this funnel. This is getting... This is either great... Oh, no, that overgrowth. Watch what happens here. Is it all going to go down, or is some of it going to go topside? Also, he starts hitting my ice golems. Gotcha, ice golem users, or Super Bowler users. Gotcha, nerd. All right. And the torch is going to run out in just a few moments here, and he's going to be kind of stuck. He loses the warden. His queen's still trucking along. Magic Mirror Queen. Need that revenge tower to pop off on his queen, though. Oh, that was a great freeze, though, although I don't know if it's going to be enough. And it's a 1-star. Fatty 1-star. Let's go! Thank you, Uriel of Blood Dynasty. Thank you for making an appearance on my YouTube channel. Nice. Hydra is just better. Hydra is definitely, it feels more stable. Super Bowler hits will happen, like, if the setup's good and you understand what's going to happen with the Super Bowler pathing once you drop them, Super Bowlers can be really, really strong and powerful. When those rage double bounces start going off, they can really go off. The issue is ice golems in the CC really shut it down. Like, when you lose the majority of the time from your heroic torch to a couple CC ice golems, that is a feels bad man. That is a feels bad man that I didn't take another equipment like Rage Gem Eternal Tome. It's nice. Plus 27. Yeah, boy. That's a couple 1-stars I've soaked in the last day. 2 1-stars in a day. I've had this base for like a month. Maybe 3 weeks. I'll tell you where people mess this base up, because there's a good chance that you may see it. Let's find a 3-star. Like, the ground armies that have tripled me, they all come in from like a similar location. Wow, ground is just really struggling. I think it's because of my walls. All right, let's see what this is. The one ground attack that actually triples here. I think he comes in like that, or he comes in like this. I think. Starts off with a little Duke charge. Come on. Oh, it's a queen charge. So he's mono arrowing as the opener. I like it. My man bringing the spice. Kudos to Mr. Casterly Rock for spicing it up. He chooses to invis. Okay. Okay. Interesting that he's like invising rather than raging here. Invis again, so that's 3 spells down. Okay. Air defense barely goes down in time. He gets her out, does lose a healer in the process. And then he enters down here. Yeah, see, this is the entry point. Like, as long as you funnel that stuff, this is such a strong point to enter. Like, this compartment ends up being the weakness of this base, because the Super Bowlers basically can't go afoul when there's an empty compartment that large. Their pathing is very straightforward from this point on. Duke over the King's shoulder. Interesting. And Eternal Tome goes off. Also, he's already got the CC out, so he knows that he's not going to get stuck when the Heroic Torch goes off. So this is just So if I had to call out like the one major difference between the ground armies that fail versus me and the ground armies that are succeeding, I think it's when they actually get the pre-trigger on my CC and are able to fight the CC or deal with it outside of the base, so that when the kill squad's in there, the torch is popping off, you can line up 2 rage spells one after another. You're able to actually move for the entire duration that the torch is active. Ends up being the crucial part of winning the attack. If your troops can't move while your torch is active, you're not getting value from the torch. So being able to get in there, charge down the CC, lure it, get her out of dodge, pull her to safety, and then fight everything on the outside of the base where there's very little DPS, and then entering and then using the torch. Good stuff. Those pets ain't it. Hold on a second. So he's got he has the poison lizard on his warden? Huh. That's interesting. You know, what is interesting is when you use warden poison lizard to support a queen charge. But because the warden hangs back behind the queen, and the lizard likes to get in front of the warden. So guess what? The lizard and the queen stand very similar, like in terms of their distance from targets. And those two, like queen and poison lizard and the warden firing, I think the one like Town Hall 15 that I saw that was pushing really, really high, I forget who it was. I was watching a video, and he was actually using the poison lizard. And he would open up with the Monotherapy Queen charge with the warden attached. And the lizard actually would get wild value. Like actually went to work. See what they're doing. All right, so they have cleared us. Let's see what Master Chief does just for fun. He's just super dragging. Oh, he's got 6 revive spells here. That's interesting. Heads directly into the logger now. Is he going to totem? What's going on? Is my internet dying or is his internet dying? He's got a lot of revives. Let's hope it's not his internet. Let's hope it's mine. I don't think it's my internet. You guys are still here. Maybe hit your totem here? No, he's not going to totem. Okay. He doesn't have totems. What am I talking about? My boy is on 6 revives. Interesting time to be forced to his stun blaster. Oh, he's just looting. The war's over. It's 60-60. Would have liked to see him actually go for gold, though. Go ahead and give it his best spin. But we already know that this was going to be tied. This clan is actually... this is a Turkish clan. Speaking of me living in Turkey for years. Turkish clan, they're on a 6 war win streak. You look at their war log. They're putting up a lot of perfects. So when we saw this group, we're like, man, we're just trying to get our 100 war win streak. We're at 99 war win streak right now. We're just trying to notch 100. So what it's probably going to take is us encountering a clan that just isn't particularly serious, and kind of lucking out, because when we find a serious clan, we both perfect each other. I mean, we're 1 away from 100 war win streak, making up over 1/3 of our the lifetime wars won in the clan. Over 1/3 of them have been on our recent streak. And by recent streak, it's been a while, since like a long time. How far does this go back? Has it been a year? I think it's been over a year since this clan has actually lost. Yo, bro, are you able to rate my base? No, sir. I'm not doing base reviews right now. All right, so let's see. We finished our ranked set in Legend 2. We ended on rank number 7 with a little bit more consistency. I think we're pretty close. I mean, if you look at our battle log here, we very consistent today. Only missed twice out of the second half of the set. The first half of the set, I think we were still warming back up to using the jetpack arrow with 3 Quake combo. So maybe next week when we start a new set, we'll be able to make the front half of the set as consistent as the second half of the set. And maybe, just maybe, push ourselves into one of the top 3 spots. We'll see. We'll see. Do want to quickly check in on my 2 bottom accounts before we sign off for the day. Over here, all the heroes are done. We're waiting on laboratory. We're relaxing a little bit. We're not stressing about pushing to Town Hall 14 with this just yet. Let's talk about the beginning of the stream. I'm trying to just relax a little bit with my lowest account here. I'm going to let the laboratory max up. I might decide to jump the gun after a week or 2 into the season. Basically, once my new season pass, once we actually get up to the maximum time discount benefit, whatever it is, research boost and builder boost, 20% benefit, I might go ahead and hit the button for Town Hall 14. But at least for now, I'm down with just kind of waiting, completing my dailies, getting my ore, building up a decent chunk of ore. So when I start Town Hall 14, I'm going to be able to hit some level 21 epics and level 18 commons. Overall, though, very satisfied with the equipment that we do have leveled so far. The King has 2 different complete sets of equipment to use. The Queen has like 1.5 with the magic mirror, the giant arrow, and the action figure. Those are fantastic by themselves. And then for the Prince, I'm going to be using the henchman puppet and dark orb when I end up using him at all. And then for the Warden, you got the fundamentals: the Rage Gem, the Fireball, the Eternal Tome, the Healing Tome. Don't really need to level this Life Gem. This, particularly at the lower town halls, does not seem to be nearly as useful as the other 4 pieces of equipment that you see on the screen there. And then for the RC, you could argue that I could choose to invest and go ahead and get the Seeking Shield up to level 15, because there are situations where Seeking Shield is better than using the e-boots here. When you're using the e-boots, you oftentimes want to, if at all possible, commit 1 to 2 invis spells for her, even if you're using her on the back end, because you need those e-boots to actually start burning structures, defending heroes, trash buildings, etc., to get the most value out of that. If you replace the e-boots with the Seeking Shield, you just open her up right when you drop her, pop the ability, get the projectile out, get the rocket spears off. You guarantee defensive value. So that's the 13. The 14. Oh yeah, beginning of the stream, we actually put all 5 heroes down at once. And we hit 4 builder boost potions. And you can see that we've blasted through a bunch of the upgrade time. If I look at the builder hut, still says I have over 2 hours of boost left, so I've got 20 plus hours that we're going to knock off the timers that you see here. So that's pretty awesome. Should get me up and running for my ranked hits this Wednesday when we complete our ranked sets. Ranked ending for me is number 11. We need to be top 40 to promote on the Town Hall 14 to, what's it, E-Titan 25, I think is the, well, yeah, Titan 25. And I think there's a solid chance based on our performance so far and also kind of what's going on with the rest of our group here. I think we've done very, very well in our set. This week. I mean, we had 16s and 17s that we were hitting, and it was that felt nutty. But that's gonna do it, guys. Appreciate you watching. Someone says, do you think either of the low town halls will make it on leaderboard? I mean, am I on a leaderboard? I don't think I am. I think maybe my 13 could. Town Hall 14. Look, yeah, see, look, there's some guys that are up in Dragon 28. It's Town Hall 14s. So I need to break into the Titan Leagues to even get close. Let's look at... Let's actually swap back to the 13 and peep that, since you asked. Where was it? Here. Town Halls. I'm in the 0.05% of Town Hall 13s. I'm in Golem 21. Am I in the top 200? Probably not, right? Yeah. See, I'm 1 league away, which means that if we do promote to P.E.K.K.A 22, there is a chance that we end up... I think there is a chance that we end up in the top 200 Town Hall 13s. As long as we promote. But, man, it has been brutal on defense. No one is missing on us, and we missed once. Meanwhile, we're hitting like 13v15s and 13v16s. We failed one time, and I'm sitting here sweating thinking, like, I may not actually promote. I mean, you got to be top 40, and we're top 19 right now? I don't know, man. I gotta keep your fingers crossed for me. All right, guys. We are going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys watching. We will be back tomorrow around the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, drink some water. Eat plenty of food. Be merry. Say hello to your family. Have a good evening. See you later. Bye-bye.